Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of top global news. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. Batanes, Philippines. A storm is brewing in the South China Sea, and its effects are being felt far beyond the horizon. But this storm is not made of wind and rain. Instead, it is a gathering force of nations, strategies, and ambitions, swirling just beneath the surface of these calm waters. It is a storm of geopolitics, military hardware, and rising tensions, as rival powers maneuver for influence and control in one of the world's most contested regions. Here, on the northernmost islands of the Philippines, a dramatic transformation is underway, one that is reshaping not just the landscape, but the very future of the region. The once sleepy, picturesque islands of Batanes, known for their rolling hills and stone houses, are being rapidly turned into a fortified outpost on the edge of a potential conflict zone. The United States and the Philippines are working together more closely than ever, forging a partnership to counter China's expansion in the region and to ensure the security of vital sea lanes. Batanes, closer to Taiwan than to Manila, has become a critical piece on a global chessboard, a strategic outpost that could tip the balance in any future confrontation. Military transport planes now land regularly on the island's runways, and joint training exercises between U.S. and Philippine forces have become common sights, signaling a new era of military cooperation. This is not just a drill, it's a message to Beijing and to the world that these islands will not be left undefended. Batanes is being sharpened into the tip of a spear, its hills bristling with new technology and weaponry, all aimed at deterring conflict before it can begin. Every new radar installation, every reinforced runway sends ripples across Asia, reminding neighbors and rivals alike of the island's growing importance. For the local Ivatan people, life is changing rapidly. Their quiet home is now at the center of a superpower standoff, and the rhythms of daily life are being reshaped by the presence of soldiers and the sounds of military drills. The militarization of Batanes is a defensive maneuver, a bold statement of resolve and unity in the face of uncertainty. The alliance between the U.S. and the Philippines is stronger than ever, built on shared interests and a commitment to peace and stability in the region. Batanes is now a critical bastion in the defense of a free and open Indo-Pacific, standing as both a shield and a symbol at the very tip of the spear. The Indo-Pacific is tense. China has built artificial islands and military bases, alarming its neighbors and challenging international norms. The Philippines faces direct confrontation with Chinese vessels in its own waters. At the heart of the anxiety is Taiwan, Beijing's top priority for reunification, with military pressure mounting. China's warplanes and military exercises near Taiwan have set off alarm bells in Manila and Washington. The Philippines, just south of Taiwan, would be directly threatened by any conflict. Millions of Filipino workers in Taiwan and vital trade routes are at risk. The U.S., a treaty ally, sees China's actions as a direct challenge to regional stability. A Chinese takeover of Taiwan would shatter the U.S.-led security architecture in Asia. Fortifying Batanes is a direct response to this clear and present danger. The U.S. and the Philippines have revitalized their alliance, forging a partnership that is more robust and dynamic than ever before. This renewed cooperation is a direct response to growing regional tensions and the evolving security landscape in the Indo-Pacific. Their focus is now on the northern Philippines, especially the strategically vital Batanes Islands, which sit at the gateway between the Philippines and Taiwan. The primary goal is to create a credible deterrent, one strong enough to make Beijing think twice about any potential military action in the region. This is not an act of aggression, but rather a calculated and measured move designed to preserve peace and stability for all nations in the area. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, now allows the U.S. access to key Philippine bases, enabling the construction of new facilities and the regular rotation of American troops for joint exercises and rapid response. Batanes has emerged as a crucial site for this military buildup, transforming from a quiet outpost into a forward operating base at the front line of regional defense. Forces and assets are now being pre-positioned across the islands, dramatically reducing reaction times in the event of a crisis and ensuring a swift, coordinated response. This layered defense complicates any adversary's planning, raising the risks and costs of any potential act of aggression against the Philippines or its allies. For the Philippines, this strategy is about more than just military strength. It's about survival, sovereignty, and the right to self-determination. The U.S. partnership brings not only advanced technology and resources, but also vital training and expertise, helping to modernize the Philippine armed forces. The so-called Batanes Gambit is now central to the Philippines' new defense strategy, representing a bold step forward in national security planning. Ultimately, it's about protecting the nation's territory, securing vital sea lanes, and ensuring the safety and security of the Filipino people for generations to come. Batanes sits at the heart of the Luzon Strait, a vital maritime passage connecting the South China Sea to the Pacific. Trillions in trade, including energy for Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, pass through this narrow channel. Any disruption here would have global consequences. The Luzon Strait is also a military choke point. China's Navy needs it to reach the Pacific. Controlling Batanes means monitoring and potentially denying access to this critical route. Advanced radars, surveillance drones, and missile batteries on Batanes can threaten enemy ships and aircraft. This changes the strategic calculus for any nation planning operations in the region. Batanes anchors the first island chain, a defensive barrier from Japan to Borneo. Fortifying Batanes helps contain China's military expansion. Its security is directly linked to Taiwan, Japan, and the Western Pacific. Batanes is rapidly transforming into a strategic outpost. Under EDCA, the U.S. and Philippine militaries are upgrading runways and building new naval facilities. Joint exercises like Balakatan have grown larger and more complex, focusing on northern Philippines scenarios. U.S. Marines and Filipino troops practice amphibious landings, missile deployments, and coastal defenses. These drills build real interoperability, ensuring both forces can fight together seamlessly. U.S. troop presence signals America's commitment to its treaty obligations. Special forces, engineers, and logistics teams are constantly training and pre-positioning supplies. The goal make Batanes a tough, resilient outpost. Any aggressor would face a swift, powerful joint response. Batanes is now a linchpin in regional defense. Militarizing Batanes is about more than runways. It's about advanced hardware. The U.S. has deployed the Typhoon missile system, capable of firing Tomahawk and SM-6 missiles, covering the Taiwan Strait and beyond. Future deployments to Batanes would let U.S. and Filipino forces control the Luzon Strait. Advanced radars and drones provide early warning and persistent surveillance. The Philippines has acquired BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles from India, adding another layer of defense. These mobile systems threaten enemy warships and complicate adversary planning. The combined arsenal makes any military adventure in the region extremely risky for Beijing. Deterrence is the new reality in Batanes. Securing the Luzon Strait is now a multilateral effort. Australia has joined Balakatan exercises as a full participant, signaling deeper trilateral cooperation. Australia's involvement shows that regional security is a shared concern. Japanese observers are present, and Japan is moving toward a more direct role, signing new defense agreements with the Philippines. Together, these allies create a seamless security network across the island chain. France, the UK, and Canada are also increasing their naval presence, challenging China's maritime claims. This growing coalition adds weight and credibility to the defense of Batanes. The region is uniting against coercion. Batanes stands as a symbol of allied resolve. China has condemned the militarization of Batanes, accusing the U.S. of a Cold War mentality. Beijing warns Manila it's playing with fire by allowing U.S. forces so close to Taiwan. China has increased its Coast Guard and militia presence, leading to more confrontations at sea. Large-scale Chinese military drills simulate attacks on island fortifications. Beijing also wages a campaign of disinformation, trying to divide the Philippines and lure it with economic incentives. Despite the bluster, China's reaction reveals anxiety. The new allied strategy complicates China's military planning for Taiwan. The United Front makes it harder for Beijing to isolate its neighbors. Batanes, a remote and windswept archipelago at the northernmost tip of the Philippines, is now a crucial part of the U.S. Indo-Pacific strategy and the first island chain. Once known mainly for its scenic beauty and resilient local culture, Batanes has rapidly gained strategic importance in the evolving security landscape of Asia. Its location is vital. It links Taiwan and Japan to the north with the rest of the Philippines to the south, forming a natural bridge across the region. This geographic position makes Batanes a key connector and a potential choke point in any regional conflict. A secure Batanes ensures the integrity of the entire defensive line, blocking China's navy from breaking out into the Pacific. Control of these waters is essential for maintaining balance and deterring aggressive maneuvers in the region. The U.S. is shifting to distributed maritime operations. Smaller, resilient bases like Batanes make forces less vulnerable to attack and allow for rapid response. This approach spreads out assets, making it harder for adversaries to target them all at once. This agile posture is more survivable in a high-tech conflict, where speed, adaptability, and advanced technology are crucial for success. Troops here are equipped with cutting-edge gear, ready to respond to emerging threats. The goal is clear: keep the Indo-Pacific free and open, protect vital navigation routes, and uphold international law. These sea lanes are the lifeblood of global trade, and their security benefits nations far beyond the region. Fortifying Batanes is a tangible commitment to these principles, demonstrating resolve and unity among allies. Every new installation and reinforced outpost signals a promise to defend peace and stability. The U.S. and its allies are investing in the rules-based order, working together to deter threats and support each other's security. This cooperation strengthens alliances and reassures partners across the Indo-Pacific. The future of peace in Asia may depend on the strength and unity shown today in Batanes. The collaboration between local communities and military forces is building trust and resilience for the challenges ahead. This small island group now stands at the center of global security, its fate intertwined with the stability of the entire region and the world beyond.